Providence Health and Services Washington has agreed to pay $22.7 million to federal and state authorities. It's the largest ever healthcare fraud settlement in eastern Washington. Providence is paying to resolve allegations that between 2013 and 2018, two former neurosurgeons fraudulently billed the government for unnecessary surgeries that may have even put their patients at risk. KPKV's Emily Goodell dug into the court documents on this case. Emily.
Federal officials say it was a whistleblower who first alerted them to these allegations when he filed a complaint against them back in 2020. Now that whistleblower has been identified as the former medical director of the neurosurgery department at St. Mary's Medical Center in Walla Walla.
Our office was not comfortable with permitting Providence to simply deny everything, cut a check, and walk away. Rather, as part of the settlement, Providence accepted responsibility for and admitted that during the 5 years that these two neurosurgeons were employed at St. Mary's, Providence medical staff communicated concerns that the neurosurgeons were harming patients and endangering patient safety, were performing medically unnecessary and dangerous surgeries, that they had falsified and exaggerated diagnoses in order to get Medicare and other insurance providers to pay for the procedures.
Authorities say hundreds of patients were affected, and instead of firing the surgeons or reporting them to regulatory authorities, Providence let them resign while on administrative leave.
We reached this resolution because Providence should have worked faster and done more to keep our patients safe.
In addition to paying out the $22.7 million, Providence has agreed to a 5-year corporate integrity and quality of care agreement, which requires them to make significant changes to protect patients.
For example, for the next 5 years, Providence will be required to retain independent experts to perform annual reviews of Providence's billing and quality systems. These improvements and safeguards are not limited to St. Mary's, but will have benefits system-wide, meaning that we will all benefit from these increased protections.
KPKV reached out to Providence officials who said this unfortunate episode has reinforced our commitment to continuous quality improvement and highlighted the importance of our mission. We are committed to taking specific, concrete actions to ensure this isolated incident in Walla Walla does not happen again. Authorities say one of those neurosurgeons is still living in Washington state but has a suspended license and is not currently practicing. The other neurosurgeon, they say, has moved out of the state and is practicing, but authorities do have him on their radar. Reporting live from our Yakima studio, Emily Goodell, KPKV Local News.
Thank you, Emily. We also reached out to Cadillac Regional Medical Center, which is affiliated with Providence. Hospital officials said they're not included in that 5-year corporate integrity agreement, but they are, quote, consistently evaluating their safety and compliance policies and procedures and are committed to their mission of providing safe and compassionate care.